Ukraine troops encircling Russian forces as Putin faces major defeat. Ukrainian forces are deterring Russian invaders on a land area with a total length of 3,390 kilometers, with the active front line being 850 kilometers. Brigadier General Alexei Haramov, Deputy Chief of the Main Operational Department of the General Staff of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, said this at a briefing on Thursday, September 29. The enemy continues to offer resistance, moving reserves and conducting mobilization. Today, Ukraine continues to deter the enemy on a land area with a total length of 3,390 kilometers and an active front line, with the aggressor is 850 kilometers. Haramov said, on February 24, Russian President Vladimir Putin announced the beginning of Russia's invasion of Ukraine. Russian troops have been shelling and destroying critical infrastructure and residential areas of Ukrainian cities, towns, and villages using artillery, multiple rocket launchers, and ballistic missiles. Ukrainian troops are encircling Russian forces in Lyman, an occupied town in the northeast of the country, as Kiev presses on with its counteroffensive to recapture seized territory. Maps detailing Ukrainian advance in the region amid a continued counteroffensive shows its forces moving north across the Seversky Donets River from areas east and west of town, and east across the Oskil River from positions north of Lyman. The British Defense Ministry assessed on Wednesday that over the last few days, Ukraine has pressed its offensive operations in the northeast of the country. Its units advanced on at least 2 axes east from the line of the Oskil and Seversky Donets rivers, where forces had consolidated following their previous advance earlier in the month. Mike Martin, a fellow at the Department of War Studies at King's College in London, said on Twitter that Ukrainian forces may eventually trap Russian forces in Lyman, dry flanks north and east of Lyman, causing the Russians to reinforce this critical railroad junction. He tweeted, then drive a much bigger encircling movement to trap the whole lot. It comes after a successful lightning counteroffensive by Ukraine earlier this month, which saw Kiev recapture large swathes of its territory from Russia. Ukrainian forces say they took back more than 3,000 square miles from Russian forces in less than 2 weeks, recapturing towns and cities and cutting off Russian supply lines. Putin responded on September 21 by announcing a partial military mobilization of up to 300,000 citizens, while Russian-installed officials held sham referendums on joining Russia in Donetsk, Luhansk, Zaporizhia, and Kherson. According to Russia's state-owned RIA Novosti, the reported results included 99.23% in favor in Donetsk and 98.42% in favor of Luhansk, 2 regions partially under pro-Moscow separatist control since 2014, as well as 93.11% in favor in Zaporizhia and 87.05% in favor in Kherson. The Ukrainian Foreign Ministry referred to the referendums as a propaganda show, forcing people in these territories to fill out some papers at the barrel of a gun is yet another Russian crime in the course of its aggression against Ukraine. Ukraine's Foreign Ministry said Ukraine is pressing on with its counteroffensive, and according to military officials, Ukrainian troops have only 6% of Kharkiv left to liberate. Liberating Kharkiv, the second largest city in Ukraine, near its eastern border with Russia, has been quite difficult because Russia does not retreat. Oleg Senegubov, the head of Ukraine's Kharkiv Regional Military Administration, was cited by Ukrainska Pravda as saying,